What makes a leader? The first thing a leader must have is that influence. You must be influential. So then again, how do I become influential? Huh? How do I influence people? When people see you're fixed, you're stable, you're steady, you're responsible, right? With willpower, what basically happens when you have willpower? You're steady, you're sober, you're not drunk. It means you are responsible, right? You're dependable. Okay? You have integrity. You're brave. And this creates what? Your influence. Without influence, you cannot convince anyone. True? You cannot. So then influence must come. You heard of Abraham Lincoln? Yeah? He's a famous first American president. Abraham Lincoln, before he fought the Civil War, when he fought the first Civil War, you know he was a captain. But he led people to war, but he was never really a soldier. In fact, he kind of like lost a bit of rank, yeah, during the war because he was not really good at it. But still, he rose to the top and became the first president of the United States of America. Why is that? It was described because of his influence. You know what Abraham Lincoln did different than most men? During that time, when they would have like meetings, all the men would go and smoke their cigars, yeah. They talk about the women and all of these things. You would not find Abraham Lincoln with them. He would be with the wives, talking to the wives about what changes they need. Because he knew if he gets the wives, right, they're more powerful than their men. And he'll be able to cast influence even over the man through their wives. In fact, he has this, if you read his book, it's amazing how he created his influence that actually brought him to be the president of the United States of America. So when you speak of leadership is all about influence. A CEO, the only responsibility, the main responsibility of a CEO is to be a speaker. Someone who could convey their ideas, right? Someone who could be able to picturize, right? To create a vision that his follower could see so that they would follow. They would not follow him, but they would follow the vision that he creates. And that is each and every one of your responsibility. If you want to be successful in this business, you should be able to encapsulate our business in 5 minutes, in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Don't get into this, no, I'm going to do a presentation and it has to be 1 hour. You should have presentation that you could do in 2 minutes, in 1 minute. Right? I would do presentation before, like say on the plane. I don't have time anymore. And somebody would be asking me, oh, what do you do? I pull up my card. I help people, right, to make $1 million. That's my presentation. So it stops there. And they go, wow. And I get a call, you know. I get a call. So then I show them how to make $1 million. So those are presentations. You could learn that. So you must always have something to pull out. If the guy only has 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, You know, if they have 30 minutes, an hour, that's already too long. Make them hungry. But why would they want to sign up with you? See? And the irony here, see, when people don't sign up with you, you get so upset, right? You felt you were rejected, right? Right? Instead of you looking in the mirror and saying, will I sign up? Will I sign up under me if me is the upline? Have you ever asked that yourself, or you already thought you're the most prettiest, handsome upline they could ever have? You should ask am I the leader that these people would follow? You just look in the mirror. Because if I ask you today, what type of leaders do you look for? And you would have the answer, right? Like, what type of leader would you want to follow?
A strong, successful person that I'm looking for as a role model. Yeah.
A leader?
Yes, I am. I wanted to be a leader, powerful and very smart.
Smart.
Lead by example. Lead by example. Yes.
So all of you, do you know what leader you like to follow? True? And you're looking like this. You're looking up. You're looking for this leader, right? You don't know you're a leader. Do you have people under you? Husband, wife, sister? Depends on you. So that makes you a leader, right? So you have followers right now. The question is, do they really, they want to follow you because you're a leader? And what are you doing right now to be that leader that you would want to follow? We're always thinking a leader is someone afar. We're always thinking a leader is someone, okay, that I'm going to vote for. Leader is someone that people would vote for. A leader is someone other than not me. You know, they were born. They're all of these things. But you don't realize that, what about you? Why don't you be the leader you want to be? And that is our first lesson in vcon. We have to be the leader that we want to be for our downlines. Because you cannot be successful in this business if you are a leader that people cannot trust. If you don't have the influence, you don't have willpower, you don't have discipline, why would I follow you? Come on. Why? Give me a good reason why someone would follow you. And I'm not insulting you by saying you this. It's a question that you have to be asking yourself. What is the reason for people to follow me? Now, if you sincerely answer this question, you would know the answer. And then lies the things you need to do to improve. It's already, again, inside. True? Right? Put a list. I was just asking a simple question. What are the things that you want to see in a leader? List it down. You want to list something? List it down. I want a leader to be strong, patient, compassionate. Check, 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 check. Okay, don't even do more than 5, okay? Now, if you have a 5 thing, if you have a list of 5 things you want to be, or what your leader wants to be, what you want to be as a leader, you have 5 things there. Then ask yourself, am I being this? What am I doing to improve these traits? What am I doing to improve these qualities that I want to see in my leader? Because if I just put down these 5, right, then my journey has begun. And what's the journey? To become a leader. And when we speak of leadership, I'm not speaking about, when I speak of leadership, I'm speaking about a real servant of the people. A real leader is not the guy who just put his feet on the table and everybody's serving him. No. The kind of leadership I'm talking about is the Gandhi type. Okay, wherein he's not paying anyone, but everyone is following him. Why? What did he focus on? The leaders in the past that we see, what made them such good leaders? Because they are servant leaders. They're out there looking at how they could make people's lives better. True or not? And this is the trait of a good leader, that they are actually servants of the people, servant of God, servants of the people. And that's what they try to do, to improve lives. And this is what we should do. In building a business, it's not about you making your cash. It's not about that. It's helping others, making their wealth, making whatever they need to be successful, improving their lives to earn. And in that process, the system allows that we become successful. When I serve, when my people become successful under me, I become automatically successful. This is the business we're in. So this is not a cheating business. You're not here to cheat people. You're here to learn how to be a great leader. And a great leader is a servant leader. That's what leadership is all about. Are we clear on this? Or you have any other definition of leadership? I think the V, Datu Sri Vijay and everyone in this room would agree with me with my definition of leadership. And if you have a different definition, you're not meant to be in this room. We all have the same definition of leadership. That's why we're still standing here. People serving you today, they're all leaders, they're already successful in their own rights. Why are they still here? Because they want to serve you in turn, right? Basically, paying forward. Because previously we were also sitting there. And somebody patiently also taught us how to be successful. Now we're paying forward. Me and Dato is paying forward. And we feel so indebted to the people that also made us successful that we could not stop. I know we're getting too old for this, but it's our 26th year. I think it's my 58th event that I've spoken to. Many events in the last 26 years. But it's amazing because that's really what we just want to instill. We want you to be successful, but there are certain things you need to develop. Again, develop your power. You have a power, and this is not a fake power, this is real power. And that power is amazing. You're unstoppable. And the people who develop willpower are the people we see who's going to the moon, who's going to the Mars, who gave us the phone, who gave us all of these amazing things. And the planet today is because of the willpower. It starts with willpower. Creation begins with willpower. And God gave you that as well. But put it for good use. And you'll be unstoppable. Clear? Okay, good. And even the unstoppable continuously practice the discipline, the development of their willpower, because really that's what makes life exciting. Life is exciting. It's full of challenges, but it's very exciting. It's a roller coaster, yes. You know, like the climbing is hard, right? In a roller coaster. Going up, which is success, is the anticipation. But you know what's the scary part? The drop, right? So you guys have not experienced the drop yet. You're still going like this. The drop is scary. When you're falling, when you're losing things, when you're losing grip of things, you thought you were in control, but you're losing it, right? Those are part of the things you have to learn to be strong, because it's not always up. We would have up and down, even in our own business. In your own personal lives, you would have many, many challenges, but see, the willpower you have would make you steady despite the ups and downs. Steady in terms of your determination. You don't get rattled